March is bringing the heat with some of the biggest movies of 2024 finally hitting streaming, along with fresh releases that demand your attention. From high-octane action to mind-bending sci-fi and thrillers that won't let you breathe, this month is stacked. Before we dive in, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Let's get started. Heretic.
What have you found?
Scary.
Heretic is a psychological horror film from A24, directed by Scott Beck and Brian Woods, premiering on Max on March 7th. It follows two young missionaries, Sister Barnes and Sister Paxton, who visit a mysterious man named Mr. Reed, played by Hugh Grant, to discuss faith. At first, their conversation seems ordinary, but things quickly take a dark turn. Mr. Reed traps the women in his home, forcing them to endure terrifying challenges that test everything they believe.
Should we ask him for help? It doesn't matter what you say to him.
Grant delivers a chillingly charismatic performance, while Chloe East's vulnerable yet fierce portrayal steals the show. Shot by Chung Hoon Chung, known for Oldboy, the film's haunting visuals create a claustrophobic tension, pulling the audience deep into Reed's dark, twisting world. Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
Anything right?
Cheat code!
What did you do? What I had to.
Sonic the Hedgehog 3 delivers an action-packed and visually stunning experience that many fans consider the best in the series. It was released on February 18th and will be available to watch in March. Jim Carrey reprises his role as Dr. Robotnik, this time portraying two versions of the character, bringing his signature humor and energy. Keanu Reeves joins the cast as Shadow the Hedgehog, delivering a powerful and emotional performance that adds depth to the story.
He's too powerful. I can't believe I'm saying this, but
The film pays tribute to Sonic Adventure 2, incorporating key story elements that will delight longtime fans while remaining engaging for new audiences. The action sequences are dynamic, the humor is well balanced, and the animation quality is impressive. The Electric State. The Electric State, directed by the Russo brothers, is one of Netflix's most expensive films to date, with a budget estimated between $200 and $300 million. Starring Millie Bobby Brown and Chris Pratt, this sci-fi epic is adapted from Simon Stålenhag's 2017 novel. The narrative follows a runaway teenager, portrayed by Brown, journeying across a decaying, futuristic America with her toy robot, navigating a world filled with discarded technology and remnants of a collapsed society. Initially, the Russo brothers acquired the rights in 2017, aiming for a theatrical release.
You can't change the way things are. Watch me.
Netflix took over in 2022, with filming concluding in early 2023, followed by reshoots in 2024. The Electric State is scheduled for release on Netflix in March 2025, alongside limited theatrical showings. Den of Thieves 2, Pantera.
2, 1.
Without anyone even knowing I was there.
Den of Thieves 2, Pantera, is the much-awaited follow-up to the 2018 action heist movie. Gerard Butler is back as Sheriff Big Nick O'Brien, and O'Shea Jackson Jr. returns as Donnie Wilson. This time, they're racing across Europe with Big Nick chasing Donnie. They get mixed up in the dangerous world of diamond theft and the notorious Panther Mafia, who are planning a massive robbery at the biggest diamond exchange in the world.
These streets, they're different. And if a mistake is made,
The movie includes a thrilling heist and an exciting car chase, making these scenes the highlights. While the pace might slow down a bit to focus more on planning and conversations, Pantera still holds up as a great choice for those who love action and heist movies, even though it might not surpass the first film. Wicked.
The best way to bring folks together is to give them a real good.
Wicked is one of the most talked about films of 2024, hitting Peacock on March 21st. It brings the beloved Broadway musical to the big screen with stunning visuals and strong performances. Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande take on the roles of Elphaba and Glinda, exploring their friendship before the Wizard of Oz. The production design, costumes, and musical numbers are all top-notch, with defying gravity as a standout moment.
Is to give them a real good.
But at nearly 3 hours long, the pacing drags at times. As the first of a two-part story, it leaves you waiting for the conclusion. While some might find the length a bit much, fans of musicals and fantasy will appreciate the spectacle. Hellboy, the Crooked Man.
I will make the darkness light.
Hellboy, the Crooked Man takes a stripped-down, indie horror approach to the fan-favorite character, leaning into eerie folk horror instead of over-the-top action. Streaming on Hulu starting March 7th, it's set in the 1950s, following Hellboy, played by Jack Kesey, and a rookie agent as they investigate a remote Appalachian village run by witches and a demonic figure known as the Crooked Man. This version ditches the Hollywood spectacle for a slow-burn, gothic horror feel, sticking closer to Mike Mignola's comics than past adaptations.
Let not your horns be troubled.
The practical effects and eerie visuals work in its favor, and Kesey delivers Hellboy's dry wit well, though the supporting cast feels underdeveloped. The low budget is noticeable at times, but the unsettling atmosphere and creepy set pieces make it worth a watch for horror fans. Moana 2.
Do I hear people?
Those aren't people.
Moana 2 brings Moana and Maui back together for another big adventure, set 3 years after their first journey. This time, Moana answers a call from her wayfinding ancestors, leading her into dangerous, uncharted waters beyond Oceania.
Our people across the entire ocean.
Originally planned as a Disney Plus series, the project was reworked into a full theatrical release, a move that paid off, with Moana 2 crossing the $1 billion mark at the box office. It premieres on Disney Plus on March 17th. Queer.
Door's already open, can't close it now. All he can do is look away.
Luca Guadagnino's Queer is a period romance based on William S. Burroughs' semi-autobiographical novel, premiering March 28th on Max. Set in 1950s Mexico City, it follows William Lee, Daniel Craig, a middle-aged American expat struggling with heroin addiction and his identity as a gay man. He drifts through bars, mingling with students and fellow expats, caught between desire and self-destruction. The film has a dreamlike quality, with surreal imagery, long silences, and a detached, almost hypnotic tone. Some praise Craig's transformation and the film's atmosphere, while others find it slow, abstract, and emotionally distant. It's not for everyone, but if you're into Guadagnino's style, Queer might be worth a watch. Nosferatu. Nosferatu brings a fresh take to the 1922 silent classic, blending gothic horror with a modern edge. Set in 1838 Germany, the story follows Thomas Hutter, a real estate agent who travels to Transylvania to help the mysterious Count Orlok buy a property in Wisborg. Bill Skarsgård steals the show as Count Orlok, delivering a performance that's equal parts grotesque and hypnotic. Lily Rose Depp shines as Ellen Hutter, capturing the eerie struggle against the vampire's sinister hold.
There is a devil in this world, and I have met him.
But you could never please me as he could.
Nicholas Hoult and Willem Dafoe round out the cast, with Dafoe standing out as a no-nonsense occultist determined to stop the ancient evil. Critics are calling it gorgeous and horrifically brilliant, with plenty of unsettling moments to keep you on edge. With its haunting atmosphere, dark humor, and standout performances, Nosferatu easily ranks among the year's best horror films. The Life List. The Life List premieres on Netflix on March 28th. It's a feel-good romantic film that blends heartfelt moments with light comedy. The story follows Alex, played by Sophia Carson, who's still grieving the loss of her mother Elizabeth. But things take a turn when Alex receives a surprise, a DVD her mom recorded before she passed. In it, her mother reminds her of a bucket list she wrote as a teenager and challenges her to complete it. Some items are simple, like trying stand-up comedy. Others, like finding true love, aren't so easy.
Life is beautiful and messy and complicated, and sometimes it doesn't look the way you think it's supposed to look.
As Alex works through the list, she slowly steps out of her comfort zone, with her mom's messages pushing her forward. Directed by Adam Brooks, who's been trying to bring this story to life for years, The Life List has a cast that truly connects with the material. It might just be one of Netflix's most touching releases this year. Holland.
Have consequences.
It's like, you should leave the scab alone. Picking it, you're only gonna hurt yourself. But you do it anyway.
Holland, a psychological thriller from fresh director Mimi Cave, hits Prime Video on March 27th. Nicole Kidman stars as a school teacher who starts to suspect her preacher husband is hiding something.
This comes out. Our life is ruined.
What do you think is going to happen?
With the help of a mystery-obsessed local, she digs deeper, only to find something far darker, maybe even supernatural. This one puts a chilling twist on the Stepford wife trope, mixing eerie suspense with a touch of dark humor.
Of taking photos made me realize the kind of life that I wanted to have.
Sometimes, Pia, we have to take a risk.
You can bring light to the darkness.
She can only speak gibberish.
Bäraren av deras budskap.
Swedish. She's just speaking Swedish.
We've been living with the curse this long. How much worse could it possibly get?
Mom, what are you doing?
Stand up to anything. Eventually, you gotta let me do it.
Made our own circle, bitch.
And the waves roll into the shore in time with my beating heart.